a cos of pi t by 2. Okay, the distance covered by it in the time interval between t is equal 0 to t is equal 3 seconds is. Here, first given equation x is compared with a into cos omega t. Then we write omega value is pi by 2. From this we can determine the time period value. Capital T is equal to 2 pi by omega given it. From this 2 pi by omega value is pi by 2. Pi by get cancelled. Finally we get to 4 seconds. Time period means the time taken by a particle to complete one oscillation or vibration. Suppose a particle starts from its mean position, it moves to the extreme position and comes to mean position and goes to this side, opposite side, up to extreme position and comes to again mean position. In such case, it will travels totally 4a distance. Here a is the amplitude or maximum displacement. In the time period capital T, that means here 4 seconds. The particle complete 4a distance. But I want here 3 seconds only. In 3 seconds, the particle travels 3a distance. It is clear. So option D is correct. See next one. Amplitude of oscillation of a particle that execute SHM is 2 cm. The amplitude is given as 2 cm. Its displacement from its mean position in a time equal to 1/6 of its time period is. Here, the displacement from its mean position. When the body starts from mean position, its displacement formula y is equal to a into sin omega. Now a into sin omega value know 2 pi by capital T into small d is given as 1/6 of its time period. That means small d is equal to capital T by 6. Put here capital T by 6. So finally we get a into sin 2 pi by 6 means pi by 2. Here a value is 2 into sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Finally we get root 3 centimeter. It is the displacement value. So option B is correct. Now see another one. The time period of oscillation of a particle that execute SHM is capital T. Time period is 1.2 seconds is given. The time starting from extreme position, its velocity will be half of its velocity at mean position. Here given a condition, that is velocity at any instant v is equal to half of its velocity at mean position. You know, at mean position velocity is maximum. That's why you write v is equal to v maximum by 2. Here what is the value of v? You know y is equal to a into sin omega, where the particle starts from mean position. But here the particle starts from extreme position. Then we write y is equal to a into cos omega t. From this we write v value is equal to dy by dt. We get finally minus a omega sin omega. So negative is in opposite direction. That's why we take here v is a omega sin omega t is equal, you know, maximum velocity value is a omega by both sides a omega get cancelled. Sin omega t is equal to 1 by 2. Then omega t is equal to pi by 6. Here omega value is, you know, 2 pi by capital T into small t is equal to pi by 6. Pi by get cancelled. Here small t is equal to cross multiply, you get to capital T by 4. Capital T value as given as 1.2 by 4. We get 0.1 second only. So option A is correct. Next, a body is dropped from a height small h onto the floor, makes elastic collision to the floor. The frequency of oscillation is, you know, frequency formula F is equal to 1 by capital T, okay? 1 by time period. First you have to know time period value. For that, first the body is dropped from certain height h. Suppose this is dropped, it is dropped from a height of small h. In this case, time of descent, small t is equal under root of 2 inch by t. You know, that means the time taken by body to reach the ground floor from certain height. So this is the time of descent time. But I want time period. Time period means again the body reaches the same point. So totally we get 2t. That means 2 into under root of 2 inch by t. This is the time period. Now frequency of the oscillation in small f is equal 1 by capital T. That means 1 by 2 into root of g by 2h. So option A is correct. Now see another one. The time period of a simple pendulum is capital T. When the length is increased by 10 centimeter, the period is T1. When the length is decreased by 10 centimeter, period is T2. Then write the relation T1 and T2 is. Here we know in the case of simple pendulum, time period directly proportional to square root of its length, T proportional to root L. From this we write T square proportional to L. In the next case, when the length is increased by 10 centimeter, then time period is T1. That means T1 is directly proportional to root of L plus 10. In this case, T1 square proportional to L plus 10. Similarly, in another case, the length is decreased by 10 centimeter, time period is T2. Then we write T2 proportional to root of L minus 10. From this, T2 square proportional to L minus 10. Suppose we do T1 square plus T2 square. From this relation, we get L plus 10 plus L minus 10. We get 2 into L. This is nothing but 2 into, instead of L, write T square. So finally, T1 square plus T2 square is equal to 2T square. Option C is correct here. See another one. The minimum phase difference between two SHMS equations. First one is y1 is equal sin pi by 6 into sin omega t plus sin pi by 3 into cos omega t. First we write this sin pi by 6 value is in terms of cosine terms. That's why sin pi by 6 is cos pi by 3 into sin omega t is same plus sin pi by 3 into cos omega. So we change sin pi by 6 value only in the y1. Now this is in the form of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. That's why you write sin of A plus B. Sin of omega t plus pi by 3. This is y1. Say first equation this one. Similarly, in y2, we write cos pi by 6 into sin omega t plus here cos pi by 3 term is written in terms of sin. That's why cos pi by 3 is nothing but sin pi by 6 into cos omega. Now it is also in the form of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So it is also written sin of omega t plus pi by 6 here. This is y2. Say second equation. Now I want the minimum phase difference between these two equations. So now phase difference is omega t plus pi by 3. This is the phase value. Minus here, what is the amount of phase? Minus of omega t plus pi by 6. Omega t minus omega t get cancelled. Pi by 3 minus pi by 6. This gives pi by 6 value. So option B is correct. Okay. Next we see another one. A simple spring has length L and force constant is K. That is cut into two springs of length L1 and L2 such that L1 is n into L2. Here n is integer. The force constant of spring of length L1 is, here first the length of the spring is L, that is cut into two parts, L1 and L2. So total length L is written as L1 plus L2. Okay, and L1 plus L2 is written as, from this condition L1 is equal to NL2. From this condition L2 is L1 by L. So total L is equal to L1 plus L1 by L. Now L is equal to, L1 is taken as common. Now we get 1 plus 1 by L. This is nothing but n plus 1 by L. Now you know F is equal to K. K is the force constant or spring constant. From this L is equal to M by K. This is initial length. For here F by K1 is equal to n plus 1 by L. Now effort get cancelled. Cross multiplying it, K1 is equal to K into n plus 1 by L. Here K1 is the force constant of spring for length L1. So option D is correct. Now second one. The time period of light loaded spring is 3.5 seconds. This is the time period. On changing the load by 1 kg, the period decreases by 0.5 seconds. The initial load on the spring is how many kg? You know the time period of loaded spring, capital T is equal to 2 pi under root of m by k. Here m is the mass, k is the force constant. Now from this we write T directly proportional to root m. Now write T1 by T2 is equal to root of m1 by m2. Here root of initial mass is considered as m by m2. Now the mass is how much? The load is changed by 1 kg. Change means either increase or decrease. Here we take decreasing, that is m minus 1, because here time period is decreasing. Both are directly proportional. That's why mass also decreasing. Okay. Now T1 initial time period is 3.5 by second time period is decreasing by 0.5 seconds. That means present it is 3. Okay. Now this is how much? 3.5 by 3 is 7 by 6. For getting m value, squaring on both sides initially. Now we get 49 by 36 is equal to m by m minus 1. Cross multiply. 49m minus 49 is equal to 36m. Now 49m minus 36m is equal to 13m is equal to 49. M is equal to 49 by 13. This is 33 are next 39 10 by 13. So option A is correct. Now see another one. When a body is suspended to a spring, its length is increased by 0.2 meter. This is elongation. Here length is increasing. So that is elongation value. X is equal to 0.2 meter. When the same body is further pulled down by 5 centimeter and released, its time period is in second. You know, time period of loaded spring, capital T is 2 pi under root of m by k. So first we have to find m by k value and then try to value for capital T. Here you know F is equal to mg is equal to kx. From this you write m by k is equal to x by g. Here x is equal to 0.2 by you know g value as 9.8. We get 1 by 49. Now capital T is equal to 2 by under root of m by k. M by k is 1 by 49. So this is 2 pi by 7 seconds. So option C is correct.